70. Your love have taken over me, and I depend on you. I have confidence in you, oh Lord. I put my trust. Oh, sir, there is a difference between healing and being made whole. I will show it to you. Hello. I want to preach on what I have titled briefly yesterday. Look at your neighbor, say yesterday. If I preached this year before, for those of you who were here, you get a double blessing. But give me your attention. Somebody say yesterday. Oh God, look at me, say yesterday. Yesterday. Let me begin by saying that the way God created the universe and the system of the world, sir, you can't bring yesterday today. The way God created the world, sir, you cannot bring yesterday what? Into today. Yesterday is past. All what we are doing here now, by tomorrow it will be yesterday. Are you sure? By tomorrow, all this event, dancing and clapping and jumping, will be yesterday. The world system is very unique, and God is too perfect that He does not make mistake. So He put all things in place, so that when you are talking, you refer to times and seasons. Come on, are you here? You refer to what? To times and seasons. You said last year by August, it has become yesterday. Are you here? Now, let me go into what I'm preaching briefly. 10 lepers. How many? I can't hear your voice. How many? Oh God, how many? 10 lepers saw Jesus and cried to Him. The Bible said Jesus entered a particular village. And I began to study. I discovered that in the human race, there are the challenges of every man is coming back from where? The village. Somebody say village. In Matthew chapter 11, Jesus looked at 2 of His disciples. He said, go into the village that is over and that is what? Against thee, and thou shalt find a colt tied. Loose him and do what? And bring it. Come on now, someone say village. I kind of say village. Most of the atrocity, the evil, the things that happen to a man, they emanate from the village. The village is a place where destinies and life are looked into, and decisions are taken over an individual. The village is the place of rest. The village is the place of comfort. The village is the place of relaxation. The village is the place of joy. But in that same village, there are many evil. Sometimes when you go to the village, you are happy, you are excited that you are back to your village. But right inside that same village, you have some people with their glasses on their nose. As you pass, they are looking at you. You have some old women who are witches and wizards. As you pass, they are looking at you. As you build the foundation, they are looking at you. They are biased in their heart. They are angry in their heart. Come. 10 men were made leprous in the village. How? How were 10 men made leprous in the village? That village must be very critical, sir. That village must be very strong. They turned 10 men to lepers. 10 able men. And you know that as a leper, you cannot associate with others. A way of succeeding over your destiny. A whole village, there were 10 lepers. A whole village. These lepers could not mix up. They were reduced. They were abused. They were mocked at. They could not communicate. They were made a nobody. The Bible said they saw him from afar. They were put aside. They could not identify. That was what the village did to them. That was what the village, that's where the village kept them. Are you listening to me? The village made sure that nothing good come out from their life. That was what the village did to them. And one day, so I say one day, I can't ever say one day, Jesus entered into that village, and as he was passing, the 10 lepers saw him, and they knew that this was Jesus. And so they cried to him, Master Jesus, have mercy upon us. What are they saying? Look at us and help us. Take us out of this predicament. Take us out of this shame. Take us out of this problem. Take us out of this trouble. We are tired of staying at the back. We are tired of reduced to nothing. We are tired of the kind of life that we find ourselves. Help us. Help us. Help us. Help us. Most people hearing the sound of my voice, the village have dealt with you. The village have made life difficult for you. You try to stand as a man. They have made you a spiritual leper so that life has become difficult. They have made you a spiritual leper so that you are not identified with. Nobody relates with you. They have made you a village leper so that you don't access success. They make life terrible. But God sent me. I came to preach to you. There is about 10 of you. There's about to be resurrected. There's about 10 of you. There's about to have a change of story. There's about 10 of you that your leprosy is about to be taken off. There's about 10 of you that's about to have a change of story. You're about to mix up again. You're about to take your place again. You're about to rise again. You're about to shine again. You're about to succeed again. They say you can't become somebody. In your very eye, you're about to break forth. You're about to break forth. You're about to break forth. The village is about to lose you from their chain, lose you from their predicament, lose you from their problem, lose you from all they did to you. Somebody's coming out. Somebody shout the village. Do not village you went to a woman, look at you and say you have grown.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Maybe your village. He said you will see.
You have grown.
You have grown.
Yes, sir.
And when you were coming back, what happened?
Different accident.
4 times.
Yes, sir.
Somebody say village. Are you planning to go again? You will go. I will pray for you. You will go to that village. Let the woman see you. Oh, Mania Namashada. Don't worry, don't talk. Somebody say village. I want to do 2 things for you this morning. I want to address your village. Hello. And I want to bring your memory back to God. Push your neighbor, say yesterday. I can't hear your voice. Say yesterday. Give me your attention. With all the went through, sir, with all the reduction, with all the mockery, with all the humiliation, sir, hello, with all the discrimination that they could not mix up, they could not sit with their friends. But one day came with all the reduction, all the begging to survive. One day came. Oh my God, one day came. That day is today. One day came, and these 10 persons saw Jesus, and they said to him, Master, have mercy on us. And Jesus looked at them, that the only word he said, go and show yourself to the priest. Who is the priest? Give me your attention, everyone. In those days, the priest is representing the authority of the particular village. Are you listening to me? The priest in that time speaks of the authority. So Jesus understood the process of the priest. Number 2, the priest speaks of the village head. Are you understanding me here? Oh God, you're not here. Are you sure you're understanding me? What was Jesus trying to do? He would have said, be healed. You would have laid hand on them. They said, go and show yourself to the priest. Why? He took them back to the source of their problem. You didn't hear what I just said? He took them back to where their trouble came from. He took them back to the one behind their trouble. Go and show yourself to the priest. Go and make the priest know that there's an higher authority. You are not getting me here. Go and show the priest that there is one bigger than him. For he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. Go and show the priest that there is a God called God. The Akune Chamber one, the Abadabu one, the ancient divider, the one that sits upon his throne and make the earth his footstool. The God that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask and you can think. Go and show the priest that there is a God who has authority over what they have done in the village. Go and show yourself to the priest because the priest is the only one that can send leprous men out of the village. You're not hearing me here. Ayada Daba Shabada. Go and show. Go and show. And so they went. Bible said when they got there, they discovered that they were clean. The priest didn't say, Bible didn't say the priest said anything to them. But they discovered that they were cleansed. They were healed of their leprosy. Now this is where I'm going to. One of them, ladies and gentlemen, one of them remembered yesterday. One of them remembered yesterday. Yesterday I was a leper. Yesterday I was reduced to nothing. Yesterday I could not talk where people are talking. Yesterday I could not feed. He remembered yesterday. The generation we live today is the generation that forget. They forget easily. They forget easily. Their memory for things that happen are thrown away. That's the generation we live. A generation where people undermine yesterday. Or can reduce this keyboard. They forget yesterday. So, are you aware that people who came to this town with Ghana must go? And today they have their own house. They forgot yesterday. There are people who could not eat 3 square meals some time ago. Now God has done it for them. They forgot yesterday. The problem of this generation is that when God do a thing, we see it as a normal thing. But when Satan do a thing, we want to glorify him. We forget to know that there is a God that is bigger than everything. I have told you that what a native doctor can do, God can do better. What a witch doctor can do, God can do it better. Better. Sir, there were people who were almost dead yesterday. Are you still here? Some persons slept and they had an attack and they didn't know they would survive that night. But somehow they survived and they forgot yesterday. Only one came back and knelt down and said, Master, I am not a fool. I remember yesterday. I am not a bloody man. I am not a bastard. I remember yesterday that I was once a leper. I remember yesterday when I was begging. I remember when I couldn't eat. I remember when I was an outcast. I remember when I was rejected by people. Nobody talked to me. I come to say thank you for yesterday, for making me a man, making me whole, making me heal, making me complete, making me deliver. Master, I come to remember yesterday. Yesterday. The God who fought for you, what did you do? When your car was about to be involved in an accident on the highway, you were shouting, Jesus, Jesus. Somehow he intervened and the car came to a standstill. You came down without a scratch. Have you forgotten yesterday? When you were sick and it was like you were not going to come out from it, but somehow you call upon God and God showed up. There was a girl that was brought here. They carried her. Hello. I said hello. If I said the story, some of you will remember. They carried her. She was looking like a bone, a stick. They carried her into this church, and we prayed. God came down. God healed her. She was carried into the church, but she walked back home with her 2 legs. Hello. I said hello. Carried into the church, but walked back home with her what? She was literally shaking. She could not stand. But when the power of God came upon her, she was completely healed. The following week, I didn't see her in church. The other week, I didn't see her in church. The third week, I didn't see her in church. The fourth week, I went to ShopRite to buy something. I was coming out from ShopRite. I saw her with a mini skirt, with an exposed top, standing with a man, and they were discussing price. Hello. And I look at her, I shook my head. I said, you forgot yesterday. There are many people like that, who God helped and brought them out of danger, out of death, out of accident, out of sickness. Instead of coming to say thank you, they abandoned God. They forgot how they had no food in the house, and God made a way. How their life was in shambles, and God raised them up. Our life was difficult, but God made a way, and they stood up again, and they went on their way like a nine. They went on their way like a nine. They forgot yesterday that yesterday they would have been dead. They forgot yesterday that yesterday they would have been no more. They forgot yesterday that by now they should have been in the grave. They forgot yesterday. They forgot yesterday. A lady came here with pregnancy, and the baby, they said the baby is crossed. She was here. She had issues. I spoke to her there. Her baby was crossed, overdue, crossed. Hello. I was telling her about death, that they want to kill her on the day of her delivery. Hello. We prayed and prayed and prayed. She was crying. She was sitting down there. She cried and cried and cried and cried. Lord, I don't want to die. Help me. We prayed. We prayed. We prayed. And God came down. Like God will always do. He will always come down. Oh my God. Are you understand what I'm saying here? And right there and there, God answered. As soon as she left church, she went to the hospital and delivered without operation. A baby that is crossed. God turned the baby, positioned the baby, delivered without operation. Hello. We prayed though. The next thing, they went to Winners and did child dedication. Forgot yesterday. You know, they were looking for a tush church, a polish. So I cannot go to that place to thank God. But you could come to the place for solution. They forgot yesterday. I saw a young girl on the road. I parked my car. I came down from the car and I looked at her in her face. I said, you are wicked. You are what? Wicked. You are wicked. She was looking at me. Daddy. I said, you are wicked. That's all I want to tell you. You are wicked. You that almost died. You that almost died. You were gone. God showed up and helped you. And you turn your back on God. There are many people who are among the 9 today. There are so many people who are among the 9 today. May you not be one of them. I don't know who I came to preach to. May you not be one of them. How many of you remember yesterday? I can't hear you. I can't see you. Do you remember yesterday? When you were so sick, you didn't know you would survive? Do you remember it? When the doctor said you ate poison, but he delivered you? God delivered. Do you remember it? Do you remember yesterday when you had no food and you cried to God and He provided? Do you remember? Talk to me now. Come on, do you remember when the car almost jammed you, but somehow you escaped it? Do you remember? Do you remember when by now you should have been in the 6 feet, but here you are? Do you remember? Somebody say yesterday. Push your neighbor, say yesterday. Push another neighbor, say yesterday. Yesterday. Yesterday when I was in that labor room, yesterday. Yesterday when I had no money to pay my rent, yesterday. But today I'm a landlord. Yesterday, when there was nobody for me, everyone abandoned me. Everyone rejected me. Everyone looked down on me. Everyone turned their face. I was left alone in the world yesterday. But God helped me. Somebody say yesterday. I can't hear your voice. Shout it when I say yesterday. When everything was overturned against me. When I was accused and humiliated. When everybody looked down on me. When even my uncle said I am a failure. My friends look at me and say nobody. Somebody say yesterday. I can't hear your voice. Look at your neighbor and say, do you remember yesterday? One came back. If it was 9 that came back, it would have been good, but only one. What a wicked generation. What a wicked people. Among the 10, only one came back. Hello. Church, I said hello. Among the 10, among the 10, among the 10, among the 10. What you can't thank him for, don't expect him for it. I just said that now. What you can't thank him for, don't expect him for it. You didn't get my word. What you can't thank him for, don't expect him for it. If God will look at so many people coming to him today, God will turn his eyes away from them. Because when he did it for them before, they never remembered him. Are you listening to what I'm saying here? My heart is broken. My heart is broken. My heart is broken. What a generation that forget their yesterday. And they want tomorrow. They want tomorrow to be better. They want tomorrow to be rosy. They want to enjoy tomorrow. But they forgot yesterday. A man gave his brother 1 million. And the brother looked at him and said, I asked for 5 million and you are giving me 1 million. What am I going to do with 1 million? And the man looked at his brother and said, you are a fool. You have not even said thank you for the 1 million I gave you. You were angry that I gave you 1 million, and he collected the 1 million from him. Even if I have money dropping from heaven, be grateful that I gave you 1 million. Not a thank you. He looked at the brother and said, is it 1 million you are giving to me? I asked for 5 million and you are giving me 1 million. A generation of ungrateful people. There are many times they press you at night while you were sleeping. You never thought you would survive it, but you survived and you forgot. You thought it was by your power. You thought it was by your mind. I believe the night will be saying, maybe we just work a meter. Now me shout past self. Now my voice not even loud past when they can hear us. If I no hear us, now my voice even loud past. You shout, you know shout now. So why I go meet? They went and were partying. Look at this. They were rejoicing. They went home, but only one came. Now hear this very well as I close. Listen to this. One of them came back. Is that true? Who remember what? Church, who remember what? And Jesus looked at him, though he asked, were they not 10 healed? Where are the 9? Bible says he looked at the young man and said, go, thy faith has made thee whole. The word made whole is total freedom. So it means that somehow, somewhere,
Yes.
even if the Bible never recorded it, the leprosy came back to the nine because they were not made whole. That's the problem with the church. Once you are healed, you jump away. You forget that there's a place of being made whole. Being made whole is another word for total deliverance, total liberation, so that whatever plague a man will never return again. Will never return again. A lot of people get their healing, but they don't want the made whole. They jump away. Look at your neighbor and say, yesterday. I'll say this and then we'll pray. Listen to me. Outside church, anywhere you find yourself, be grateful to people. There are certain persons sitting here. Somebody somewhere helped you when you were nobody. But you have forgotten that person. Hello. How many of you can remember that friend that helped you? How many of you can remember that mother that stood for you? How many of you can remember that father that stood when everybody rejected you? How many of you can remember that friend that was there for you, that made you stand on your feet today? How many of you? Not to talk of God, how many of you can remember your yesterday? I know where I am coming from, sir. I know how life was. I know how I squatted. But I cannot forget yesterday. I beg you by my calling, as we pray, the only thing you owe God, for those of us who have forgotten yesterday, is Father, have mercy on me. Someone say, have mercy. I can't hear your voice. Say, have mercy on me. Shout it to say, have mercy on me. I forgot yesterday. Oh, toss it out. Say, oh Lord, have mercy on me. I forgot yesterday. I was a nobody yesterday, but you made me somebody today. I have no roof over my head yesterday. I was sleeping on bed floor. I was eating from hand to mouth. Lord, I was a nobody yesterday. Life was terrible for me, but you helped me. I come to say thank you. Stand on your feet. I'm here to say I'm more. I love you. I'm here to say I'm more. I need you. Lord, I'm not here to complain about my many troubles. By your spirit and your grace, I'm confident you solve them. I'm here to say I love you. I'm here to say I adore you. I'm here to say I love you. I love to love you. Lift up your two hands. If you are sitting down, stand up. Don't be ungrateful. Stand up. Say, Father, I am sorry